You ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Good, because we're on.
Let's do this. Let's do this, folks. Shannon Heaton here.
Matt Heaton here.
And if this is your first time or if you join us frequently, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is not a concert. It is an online experience, an event, an online social session. And we are so honored, so privileged, and it's such a pleasure to bring folks together for an hour of not too fast Irish tunes, but hopefully some pretty upbeat conversation here. So this week we are so honored to be sponsored by the Austin, Texas Flute Society. So welcome to any flute players joining us from that. And first one in the room, Bob, and your mandolin is going to be warmed up. What is it called? Not broken in. That sounds like a bad word to use for a mandolin.
Say broken in, but
but anyway, playing the brand new mandolin today in Wisconsin.
Exciting.
Very exciting.
I think it's gorgeous.
Yes, we've seen pictures of it on the Facebook page. Thanks for sharing. And to Stephen Hi in Idaho, glad to have you with us. And to Alex in China, hello, my friend. Welcome in real time. And to Pat, I am so sorry that you fell on the creek, but it sounds kind of exciting. You know, any adventure is a happy one, I suppose, especially if now you're back home and warm.
Yeah.
And Allison in France, Marco in Milano, Margie in Minneapolis. Hi, friends. We're so glad to have you. And to Maria in the UK, hope all's well with you. To Laura, I'm so glad that you're playing as well. Wonderful. To Adele in Halifax, to Susan in New Jersey, to Ardagh in Poland. Hello and good evening to you, my friend. Hello. What do you need, kid?
I'm going to watch it downloaded on the iPad.
Okay. Sounds like a good plan. Do you want to say hi to folks? Come say hi and welcome. Say hi and welcome to our friend Stacy in Virginia. She plays the accordion.
Hi.
Hi. And to Saul in Michigan. And to Kirsten in Germany. Nice to see you again. To Mike in Oregon. To Judy in New Jersey. In fact, Judy, I just saw your book on my shelf. I'm going to pull it out after a couple more hellos just to show everybody. It's such an inspiring book on the practice of practice. Hi, Ray in South Carolina. Oh my gosh, there's an alligator right next to him as we speak. Be careful and let us know if anything exciting happens.
For that, I'd sleep out in the woods.
Hi, Steve in Scotland. Hi, Ted in Ottawa. Adele, hi and welcome. Therese in Portland. Johnny in LA. Jenny in the UK. Donna in Michigan. Gabriella in Germany. Bob and Susan. Robert and Susan in Tennessee. Yoe, hello. Mike, hello. Nick in England, welcome back. Gradus, welcome to you as well. How wonderful. We're getting to warming up the room in here indeed. To Janet in Ypsilanti, welcome back. To Barney in New York. To Carrie in Florida. To Julie from the Austin Flute Society, our sponsor for today. Nice to see you, my friend. And to Elena in Santa Clarita. To Charlie and Karen. Hi to our little bird friend there. To Larry in Maryland. Hello and welcome back. Harry, nice to see you, my friend, up in the north of Ireland. To Isaac in Austin as well. Hello, welcome, flute players. Glad to have you in our home. To Hilary in Austin. We're about to hear something from Hilary soon. To Willie in Colorado. To Orva, hello and welcome back. To Petra, hello. To Jim in Zimbabwe, hello, my friend. Hope you're doing well on the flute and the fiddle. And exactly, we need to get Baron to stop by. So Baron, Mando Lessons, great live stream right before ours. Hi again, David in Spokane. Frank and Anne in Germany. Tom in California. Thomas, welcome back. And to Jan, welcome to you joining us from Germany, to Jan and Anne. And to Diane in Texas or in Dublin, can't remember. Let's see, to who else needs a welcome? To Flora and Grace in Northern Ireland, hello to you. We're so glad you're joining us. Garode in Armagh, and to Fairy Trail, to Tauno, hello and welcome. And wow, you're joining us so late, and we're going to be back here later on today for us, which is tomorrow for you, at a more reasonable time perhaps. But anyway, I'm so glad to have you all. So let's warm up with the Hieland Laddie, and then let's show friends the Judy's practice book, which is beautiful. So the Hieland Laddie is an A, and for those of you, especially our classical flute friends joining us, if you don't know a lot of these tunes, no worries. Just listening is a great thing to do as well, and you can just play an A along with us, and it'll sound beautiful. Chuck in Michigan, hi and welcome. Here we go, friends. Let's tune for fun. Here we go. Sounds good. Here we go. 2, 3. All right, so Judy's book.
I forgot my cool chord in that one.
Oh, you can't do it. I mean, variation. It's
Yeah.
all about the variation. So, friends, our friend Judy made this wonderful book, Best Practice, Inspiration, and Ideas for Traditional Musicians, on my very shelf. So, see, I endorse it. I love this book. It's so lovely. And it really does share sort of the bigger story of this practice of Irish music, of this social practice, and of this, we are all participants no matter our level. And just the art of practice is something exciting and inspiring.
I love practicing.
I love practicing, and I love this practice of Irish music, of sharing it together. And we are so honored today to be joined by Jennifer in Michigan. Hello and welcome back.
Did we say
Mary.
hi to Chuck?
I think we said hi to Chuck before.
Okay,
We
okay.
did indeed. And to Mary and Dundalk, hi and welcome. And James, I'm glad you're enjoying us enthusiastically. I'm glad you're coming from Baron's Mando lessons. And Ray asks uke today.
Yeah, he was asking. I saw the picture of the ukulele. We didn't work anything out.
Next week.
Next week I have to play ukulele.
Ukulele
Okay.
challenge. Have to. You get
right.
to.
Get to.
Yes,
Yeah, you got it.
exactly.
You got it.
And Neil, I'm glad you're joining us as well. Glad that you're doing a double header. Arthur, hello, my friend. Welcome back. Woohoo, hop, hop, hop. And Stacy, yes, that is the Hieland Laddie. Of course, it's also known as the high call cap when it's played like a polka in Irish music circles. And in Scottish circles, it's more like that marchy business. And it's so pretty. I love that tune very much. And Steve in Pennsylvania, hello and welcome back. And to Nick, good to see you again. So we are going to launch today with a lovely welcome from our friend Hilary in Austin. And here she is.
Hello, my name is Hilary Janysek, and I'm the president of the Austin Flute Society. and we are so excited to be here today to sponsor Shannon's guided session. The Austin Flute Society is a community of super enthusiastic flutists in Central Texas, and as part of our mission, we provide educational and social opportunities for flutists to connect and keep the passion for all types of music alive and flowing in our community. We're absolutely thrilled to share an opportunity to learn more from Shannon following this guided session. She's going to be presenting a workshop for us next Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern, or for us in the Central Time Zone, 3 p.m. It's going to be virtual, and she'll be presenting this interactive session titled Expand Your Ears. So you are all welcome to join us. She's going to teach us how to play a tune by ear, tell us a little bit more about the Irish flute practice, and how we can bring these traditions into other avenues of musical performance. As a pure beginner myself, I'm super excited for this workshop, and I hope you will join us there. You can learn more and register for the event at www.austinflutesociety.org.
Hey, so like Hilary said, you can learn more about my workshop, but also about the great empowering work that the Austin Flute Society does at their austinflutesociety.org website. And we just love this Irish music community is also a flute community. And we have a lot of people in our community who are coming from classical music, who play silver flute. And, you know, you're all welcome, regardless of your background, musical background, and where you are in your practice. So we're delighted to bring folks together. Olive, thanks for joining us again. Wonderful to have you back here. And so I asked Hilary if she would share a tune with us, and she stretched and she played a little bit of an Irish tune. So I just wanted to share that with all of us, and then we are going to play the tune together.
Before I hand it over to Shannon, I thought I'd share a tune myself called Apples in Winter.
Way to go, Hilary. I just love it. I love this sharing. You know, we've been doing a lot of this on the Facebook page, on our virtual guided session Facebook page, where folks are posting practice videos, and it's very motivating and inspiring, and just sort of everybody's meeting where they are now. It's great. So let's try the Apples in Winter. It's Hilary had just started it in A minor, which is lovely, and we're going to try it in E minor together, which is the more customary key for us, I think. That one there. And let's try it into, I think this is a common chord tune. The Munster Jig. Is that what it's called? I'm going to type the tunes into the chat here. And Elise, you made it. Yay for the Austin Flute Society, indeed. Yay to all of our flute siblings here, whatever types of flutes we play. So here we go. Da-da-dee-da-da, not too fast. Do-da-do-da-do-da-do-da. Ready, go.
getting a little saucy there.
Some really tasty accompaniment there.
Why, thank you. I'm glad you like that.
And really, in knowing the tune, as you do.
I do. I like that tune.
It's a beautiful tune. I think it's also called The Joys of My Life or something like that, which is nice, which reminded me when Yoai said that, I made me think of the joys of my life and how joyous it is to share these little tunes with all of us here. They're simple, and because of that, Willie, I'm glad you're enjoying the melodic variations, but once you really know the tunes, you can play around with them, and you never know what's going to happen.
Sometimes you never know.
And when you really know the tunes yourself, Matt, you can then really have a conversation with them. In the B part there, you had played a G chord. I think you kind of forgot the B part in the beginning. Am I right? And then you tried to save face, so then you played a C chord, and then the next time around you played an E minor chord. Am I right? But it was really beautiful. And then once you kind of did that and found your way around the tune again, you were really engaging in all three of those modalities, and it really was exciting to play along with it. And some of my melodic variations were inspired by what Matt was doing. So in this new collection that we're putting together, In Harmony, it's all about that conversation. I'm doing my very best to play it exactly the same way, each tune, exactly the same way twice around. And then I wait for the third time to do melodic variations. Let me tell you, that is excruciatingly challenging for me and very good practice. But what you're getting today is unfettered melodic variation uncensored. because that is how we do it here. So again, Hilary, thank you for sharing your tune and getting us to play Apples in Winter here together. And I love that Julie. So Julie is with the Austin Flute Society as well. Great Brazilian flute player. We are really in great company here. So lucky. So The Joys of My Life, Donnybrook Fair. I think you're right. It might be called Donnybrook Fair as well. Who knows?
Do you know this one?
Happy birthday to you. Not to the alligator. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Raymond. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Okay, onward with a banjo moment.
Banjo moment.
Not a ukulele moment,
No.
but a banjo
It's
moment.
got 4 strings.
So Matt made a pledge to play more banjo this year, and you've really stuck with it. So what are we doing this week, Matt?
Well, apparently I didn't stick with it quite enough to learn that other tune, but we're going to do The Wise Maid.
Great. Okay, we're doing The Wise Maid. Putting it in the chat. Ooh, something's buzzing weird.
I mean, it's just a banjo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, are you in tune with reality?
We're going to say yes.
It's really buzzy, isn't it?
It is a little buzzy. Yeah, what is it? I don't know. Could spend all day looking for it.
Oh
though.
my
That's
gosh,
the
maybe there's a
problem.
bunny rabbit in there. Okay, The Wise Maid. So again, if you're brand new to this music and you don't really know many tunes, The Wise Maid is a very common one, a good one to learn, and you could right here, right now, learn just F sharp, da, 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 just that. Yeah, here we go. 1, 2. Is that a good pace?
Yeah.
Okay, you count it.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
All right. Again, if you are brand new to this music, you might enjoy our experiment tonight. Tonight for us in the States, and tomorrow morning for our friends in Asia and in Australia and New Zealand. We are going to play a few times around wicked slow, like slower than we just played
really
there.
slow.
And then speed it up once for the fun. We're going to try it tonight, friends. Whoa. Or tomorrow morning, depending on where you are. So that'll be a great experiment.
I also have a question for any banjo aficionados. The last couple weeks I was playing it. I had the back off, I had the resonator off, and this week I put it back on.
And now
Anyone
it's rattling.
care?
And now it's rattling.
Yes, what a surprise.
So Jim, I'm glad that you enjoy the melodic variations and that it's fun to play with. Because of course, friends, we obviously aren't going to have exactly the same melodic variations at the same time because they're coming off the top of my head. I mean, unless we have serious telepathy, which I feel we might have a connection at this point in that way for some of us. But if you have a good version of the tune and there's someone who's varying it around you, it's okay. If you stick with your way and the other person can be doing things, it really can work together. And then if you hear just one thing that the other person does, you might try that the next time around. And who knows, the other person might have been listening to you and try your way. Very, very exciting conversation, yo. And yes, the tune of the month was The Mountain Road. That's right. Mountain something. Exactly.
Mountain something.
So what is the cost of the flute I'm playing? I do not even know what the cost of Patrick Olwell flutes are right now. And flute, Irish flute pricing is all over the place, from the very affordable, maybe $400 range on up, or even less. There are lots and lots of great flutes out there. And Nick, on our Facebook page, on the Virtual Guided Session page, there's been some conversation of that lately. And ask around. Lots of people like lots of different flutes. I love Patrick Olwell's flutes. He makes beautiful flutes.
You did have that video with Blaine talking about flute buying. So
Yes.
if you I don't know, but the easiest way to find it is on the YouTube channel.
Yes.
There's a video with Blaine, Blayne.
Yes, Blaine Chastain, speaking on that very topic, much more knowledgeable than I. So if you can just Google, actually, Blaine and Shannon flute, and it'll show up. Okay, so we're going to play some polkas. We're going to play the beautiful... I think that Michael recommended that one to us some time ago. And then we're going to go into... Okay, so let's try those two. Nice and simple. Hi, Elizabeth. We're glad you're joining us. Okay, so the first tune is in D, but it starts on an A chord, really.
Yeah.
And the second tune is in D, but it's in the B part, it goes to an A.
Yeah, it's kind of, they're both kind of both in both.
Yes. All right, here we go. 1, 2. Woo! Whoops. There was just a note that I kept wanting to put in there, and it wasn't working out, but I was insistent.
Yeah, you gotta try.
I gotta try.
So wait, you're telling me that Pat Allwell is doing a Zoom?
Yes.
Right now?
Right now, it's so exciting.
That's
yes,
really funny.
Yes. And also, Nick, about Team Flute. The thing about Team Flute is like in this live stream, in this community, we have lots and lots of instruments: flutes, whistles, fiddles, banjos, accordions, pipes. I think we have some pipers, including Fel sometimes tunes in, and Fel had asked about the next jig. Got to remember to address that. But really, we are Team Irish Music, and really above that, we are just Team Social Music together. And that is why it's super exciting that the Austin Flute Society would stop by, and that they'd be committed to learning about different types of music, because it's all music and music from the heart. And that's what we're going to be addressing in the workshop. And you can find out more about my workshop next weekend for the Austin Flute Society, but also just about what this wonderful group does there at austinflutesociety.org. Lovely. So next up, some jigs. Yes, Matt?
Some jigs. We're going to do a couple. And for anyone keeping track, I have enough of all this flute talk. I'm going to talk about my guitar, because I just put a capo on. You can barely see it, but it's there. I am playing in drop D tuning, capoed on the 5th fret, meaning that I will be playing these G tunes out of D shapes.
Right. And then meanwhile, so Julie had asked for Aherne Zeg.
Yeah.
So I posted a video. It's a bit of a handful for us simple system flute players, and especially cumbersome, because there are a lot of F naturals and the odd B flat in this tune. Especially cumbersome for the folks without keys. So you can learn to sing the tune in G minor as I played it, but then it might be much more handy. Susan and I were talking about this. It might be much more handy and rewarding to just take the whole thing up a step and play it in A minor. So if you were on a C whistle playing it in A minor, it would sound as if it is in this key of G. Mm-hmm. Similarly, Fel, if you're listening, you could try this on a C chanter, and it would blend with me. Yes.
Or just play it in A minor and tell everyone you're playing it in A minor.
Yeah.
Certainly not undone.
Exactly. So before that, we're going to play... Ooh, not in tune with you. Because you've put on a capo.
I have put on a capo. I am looking very forward to this new capo I'm getting that supposedly alleviates some of this problem. We will see.
You mean this opportunity?
No, the tuning.
Now I'm calling it not a problem. Diane, your first flute was a Sam Murray keyless flute. My first flute was an old German flute with a big crack in the side that I had to fill up with beeswax. And my friend Tom Peterson literally found it in the trash can.
That's unbelievable.
And that is what I learned.
Do we still have that thing?
We do still have it. I'll bring it out. Next week it's ukulele and showing...
that old flute.
I'm not going to play it. Okay, so Nick, C whistle ready. Maybe the first one on the D whistle and then switch for the second one. Okay, here we go. So the first one is... And the second one is... Woo! Tasty Finbar Dwyer composition. Here we go. 1, 2, not too fast. what a great composition. That Finbar Dwyer, that Dwyer family, gorgeous tune writers. And Finbar wrote the tune in E, but it goes below the range of the flute. So if I'm going to lead the gang here, it makes sense to put it in a key that would accommodate all of the notes there. Oh, such a beauty. Okay, so we have come to the offertory portion of our afternoon. And I see a couple more friends joining us. Ronnie, hello in Germany. Nice to have you back. And so is it Raymond's birthday or is it Ray's birthday?
I said Raymond.
I'm so sorry. So it's Raymond and delighted to have you joining us. Rune, good to see you again. Better late than never. You're perfectly on time. And like you said, Saul, you could play the first one on the sea whistle. Just play it up. Nice, good. So low whistle. Now we did a performance a couple weeks ago. We live streamed a performance, and I did some F whistle. F whistle is when I play a low whistle, the whistle that I love to play, which is not a very social key to learn to lead tunes in, but lovely sound indeed. Right. So for our offertory selection, this is sort of where we pass the virtual tip jar if you're still being paid to work. If it's not in the cards for you right now, that is really fine. We are really delighted just to bring folks together. And we're also grateful for the support and the friendship of the Austin Flute Society today as well. So our offertory waltz is a brand new number that I wrote for Elise's granny. It's called Lullaby for Granny Ida. And this is pretty extraordinary. I asked Elise if I could share this story. Her grandmother came here in 1916, came to the States with her little brother on a ship. They came to Philadelphia. Their parents just put them on the ship and put them in the care of strangers and came to this country, which is extraordinary enough. It's a beautiful and, tragic and amazing story, and a story of survival and of sacrifice, and came from Ukraine at the age of 16. And now here we are 100 years later, and 1 million people have just left Ukraine in a week, and it's just so frightening and so sad, and it feels hopeless today, I have to admit. And so, of course, these little tunes give us such comfort, and I was digging around and listening to some music from Ukraine. And, of course, Shedrick, that's the melody on which the Carol of the Bells was based. Shedrick is a Ukraine folk tune. It's actually a chant that is sung, I think, around Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve. And in the story, it's a really beautiful little tale of a swallow finds its way into a household and sings about the good luck and prosperity that we will find in the spring. So it's hope. And of course, the birds are full of hope for us. And so I was listening to swallow songs on the internet, and I heard this cheek, chicky, chicky, chick, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. So pretty. So I tried to build in a little bit of the Shedrick in there, and then you'll also hear the little swallow. So here we go. Lullaby for Granny Ida, and for you, Elise, and for all of us, just to know the hope that we can find in things that are bigger and older than us, like folk tunes and birds. Let's try that again. Let's try one more time. Let's just try one more time. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's always hope, and there's always community, and there's always tragedy. And Dad, I'm so sorry. Your family also ran away from Vietnam, and that's tragic. Our son's friend, who's also called Dad, their family also ran away from Vietnam many years ago. And it's a common story, which is uncommonly sad, and also it's uncommonly gracious and kind to bring for you folks to kind of come together here just to show up. I think there's such kindness and hope in that. So thanks. Yes, and Barney, the Bartok story as well. Beautiful. Yes, this is what we need more of, indeed. You're right, nicely said. Aaron, welcome, and peace to you. And Dat, welcome to you, my friend, in California. I'm so happy to have you joining us. David, glad you enjoyed the waltz. And Peter, I'm glad to have you joining us and practicing the duduk. How wonderful. Oh, I'd love to hear that with our session. I can kind of hear it. I really can almost hear all of us playing together here. So the first jig that I ever learned, I think we've not done this at the session. It's called Bride's Favorite. In fact, I had to make a little note of how it started. I learned it from, I'd heard Matt Malloy playing, and I wanted to learn all the Matt Malloy tunes, and I put in the cassette tape, and it was the wrong tape. It was like a Scottish Ceilidh band, and they were playing this tune, and I couldn't make heads or tails of it because it's 3 parts, and I didn't understand that it was 3 parts. It just kind of get lost in it. So it's 3 parts. The first one is, and the second part, and then, there we go. And then we'll go into, how about the Rollicking Boys? Here's to the boys, the Rollicking Boys. And for our flute friends joining us from the Austin Flute Society, who might be new completely to this style of music, this is how we share the tunes and then learn them, just one after the other. Just kind of using your ear, sing along, then you try a couple notes, and then you try singing along, and you try a couple notes, and we'll work more on how to do that at the workshop next week. But first, here we go. Bride's Favorite. 1, 2, here we go.
Ho!
How to learn by ear, how to learn by heart. You just learn to sing the tunes, and it's always funny if you make words to go along with it. I think there is a song, Here's to the Boys, the Rollicking Boys. I think that is legit a song. But you know,
or maybe you made it up.
Or maybe
you just heard the title and decided to.
But you know, it's always fun to put words along, and that way you learn it better. And if you learn to sing something, you will know how to play it on your instruments.
There is that all those great stories of the Beatles, like Paul McCartney when he came up with Yesterday. They would make up words just so they didn't forget the melody. So Yesterday was originally scrambled eggs.
Exactly. But really, try it with me, right? One more time, a reprise with feeling.
What are we doing?
In G. Okay, so before we play it, you know how to sing Happy Birthday, right? So you know how to play it. Join me. Starts on a D, goes up to a G. Nice. All right. Some reels, I think.
Reels.
The Rainy Day.
Time.
The Rainy Day is one of my faves. We're going to play that one. It's an A minor because we haven't done a lot of A minor today.
No, we really haven't.
And then we're going to do the Mountain Road. So that's a beauty. Into right? Is that right? Is that how? Yeah. Into the Mountain Road. Into the Mountain Road. Okay. So the Mountain Road is the tune of the month for this month. So there's a phrase by phrase. There's a phrase by phrase lesson for it. But that's what Lissa and I collaborated on. Remember Lissa from last week? We had so much fun with Lissa. Okay. So here we go. Rainy Day and the Mountain Road. It's
that's
true.
right.
We could have kept going for a while
Yeah,
on
that's a
that one.
great
That was
one.
really nice. But we're running out of time.
Oh,
So it is some challenge for us to keep things at a moderate pace. And it's true, when we started this session 2 years ago nearly, we aimed to keep things really moderately paced. And we have brought up the tempo just a little bit because we have some very seasoned players joining us, as well as newer players. So we're trying to thread the...
tempo needle.
And then tonight, we are putting the challenge really to practice heater. We are going to do our best to play tunes wicked slow.
Like you're just learning it, you know? You're just
Yep. And still in a nice,
still that
sophisticated,
doesn't stink.
pleasing
Yeah.
way.
Right.
So that is the fun challenge to really sell it at this moderate pace. So hope that we are doing that a little
Tune in
bit
tonight and
today.
find out.
But also join us tonight if you can, if you wish. And we'll have experiments like this in the next few weeks. We have a couple of surprises over the next couple weeks and then some big changes for the virtual guided session, but that's not for here. First, we're going to play one more tune for the road. If you want to learn more about the Austin Flute Society, I encourage you to visit our friends, our classical music, but also branching out and welcoming all types of music, austinflutesociety.org. And I'll be doing a workshop with the good folks, Zoom workshop next Sunday. And join us tonight if you wish for the slow fast. And we're going to end with the South Wind. Before we do, I have a lot of big thanks to give to everyone, to each and every one of you for joining us. And if I don't catch it in your language, let me know. But thank you. Guramahagat. Ta palat. Merci beaucoup. Trugare. Arigato gozaimasu. Muchas gracias. Dziękuję. Danke. Dankeschön. Mille grazie. Siete. Chwala wam. Toda. Tusen tak. Kamsahamnida. Evcharisto. Chwala wam. Eskerik esko. Danyavad. Gidos. Ndatenda. Shukran. Miigwech. Jutva. Spasiba. Ahehe. Salamat. Terima kasih. Diolch. Kusenem. Muito obrigado. Gam-un. Khobkunนะคะ. Thank you so much, friends. And the more info tonight, John, is simply just come to Shannon Heaton Music on the YouTube. There's it'll be same place, just a slightly different format. Probably some tea, some candles, different vibe.
People are. We've surely posted the link for tonight on the VGS Facebook page, yeah, or. We will post the link on the VGS.
Gonna post the link here as well. I'm just gonna do it right here, right now. And Matt, do you have anything else to say to the nice ones?
I noticed there was a bit of chat about Tom and Caroline. If anyone sees them, say hi for us. We met those guys at the at Goderich last time we were at Goderich, which was before things got a little weird.
And is it Tomas? Remind us of the wonderful video that Derry O'Farrell did in the airport.
Oh yeah,
it's so much fun. Galway Girl. Yeah. So that's a wonderful video.
Fabulous.
He's such a wonderful bouzouki player, wonderful singer. All right, so we're going to end, friends, with the South Wind. May gentle breezes and may peace and may sweetness come your way this week. And thanks a lot, friends, for joining us. Thanks again to the Austin Flute Society and to Hilary for welcoming us all in the beginning here. So, 1, 2, 3, 1. Take good care, everyone. Thanks a lot
Thanks,
for joining
everybody.
us. Hope to see you soon.